It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, Mark Pires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beat Seat.
Welcome to the show that never ends, the MarkinsPires show. 1,893 days in a row. Sammy, how are you? Trish Killian, how are you doing? Welcome. We're going to get into it like we do every single morning, and we talk about what's going on in the world, but we don't talk about politics here. So if you're looking for political rhetoric, if you're looking for someone who's going to take a position in order to get you triggered, you're not getting that here. This is a show where we scroll the news and we find anything but politics and we make comedy out of it. What's that, Joanne? Joanne, I'm sorry. Having a hard time hearing you over the weeds. Jerry Hayes in the house. Harvey's here. Oh, and Renee Woods kicking it with me from the top of the show. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you had a great time. Last night we had an awesome show. We did a best of show. I played a bunch of older songs that I wrote and released on iTunes, and I think we even did one piece of comedy in there. And we have a lot more coming. Today, I don't know what the stories are going to be yet, but we'll find out. I also have a couple I'll be dropping later today. Don't forget at noon, guys, huge release. This is the song for anybody who's either been canceled, suppressed, or been demonetized. I wrote the perfect song for you. And if you could please share it with anybody who's had one of those deals happen to them, because it is an amazing song. I had to come up with a quippy title, because if you say YouTube blows as the title, they're not going to ever let anybody see it. So it's titled the YouTube 2024 Cancel Tour Theme Song, okay? And if you go over to YouTube, you could see it premiering at noon, which is just a little under 2 hours from now. An hour and a half from now, we're getting that premiere. So that's the link, guys. Please do me a favor. And if someone could pin that for me, it'd be great. Bosch, how are you, my friend? Bosch asked a very funny question. We'll get into that in a few minutes. We're getting into the comedy news first. So, guys, let's see what's going on. Joanne's here, of course. Sorry. What we're supposed to do about that. This was crazy. Okay, let's get to just the regular news and then we'll break into everything, okay? I'm gonna open it up so you can see it on the screen with me. You know, I also don't know if I've ever been wedgie, to be honest. I know if I have, it's been my brothers who did it to me when I was a kid, because that's the question that came through. Charlene, yes, from the top, Barella's here, woo! Guys, when you're having a good time, you know, and you're doing your best to try to make the most of your Thursday morning, you know? Let's get this up on the screen for us so we can have a laugh. I hope there's a laugh today. We have to search sometimes for the news to find a laugh. Matt Zabrowski is here, of course. If you guys don't know that, he's right there. You can head over to YouTube and you can hear him. You still can't see him. Zabrowski he's a little anonymous. Nobody knows what Zabrowski looks like. We just know what he sounds like. What's that, Joanne? Yes, Joanne, like a god. Something to live for. Joanne, can you keep the wheeze down? Zabrowski, I'm sorry. You got Joanne excited. She was just waiting for that woo-hoo, and something came out. You know, slipped out of Joanne. Joanne, what the hell did you eat today? Let's get into the news, please. Politics, we can't get into it. Jake Paul, 27, to box Mike Tyson? No freaking way. I'm watching that one. I am watching that one. Mike Tyson set to fight Jake Paul in boxing match at AT&T Stadium in July. The main event card will take place on July 20th on Netflix. Tyson, dude's like, that's laying down the gauntlet, because if he beats Tyson, I really hope Tyson could step up on that one. I mean, what's the age difference there? Let's just talk about this for a second. Former heavyweight boxing champion Mike Tyson Mike Tyson and social media influencer boxer. Jake Paul almost sounds like Mike Tyson, actually. If you take away the super high whistle and just like talking like this and that, like Jake's got he's got a Mike Tyson garble thing going on. They'll face off in a match on July 20th in Arlington, Texas. The event will be Netflix's first combat sports broadcast and third sporting event overall following the Netflix Cup, a golf tournament between Formula One drivers and PGA Tour players. Let's see this. July 20th, Mike Tyson. So how much time does that give him? He's got about 4 months to train, to really train, because you know Mike Tyson's not going in there to lose. Paul is 27. He has 10 professional bouts to his name and a 9-1 record, which includes 6 knockouts. His most recent fight was a first-round TKO of Ryan Borland last Saturday night in Puerto Rico. He also recorded a first-round knockout of Andre August in December. Tyson, who will be turning 58 in June, won 50 total fights in his career, with 44 coming via knockout. He's the youngest heavyweight champion ever at 20 years old. He last fought during an exhibition match in 2020 against Roy Jones Jr., which ended in a draw. Tyson's last professional fight came in 2005 when he threw in the towel ahead of a 7th round against Kevin McBride. That match came nearly a year after he suffered a 4th-round knockout by Danny Williams. Paul has grown significantly as a boxer over the years, so it will be a lot of fun to see what the will and ambition of a kid can do with the experience and aptitude of a GOAT, Tyson said in a statement. It's a full circle moment that will become and beyond thrilling to watch. Started with him as a boxing journey to undercard with the fight with Roy Jones, and now I plan to finish him. Well, let's see what happens here, guys. He's going to be 58. There's a 30-year difference there. Wow. 31-year difference. When Mike Tyson was 30, Jake Paul wasn't even born yet. Why the solar eclipse will be different experience from 2017. Let's see. All this interesting astrological information. When a total solar eclipse creates a spectacle in the skies over Mexico and North America on April 8th, it will be the first time such an event has occurred in the part of the world in nearly 7 years, and the last one until 2044, if we're still here. Total solar eclipses, a total eclipse of your heart, you know? They happen when the moon passes between the earth and the sun, completely blocking out the sun's face, but these celestial events aren't all exactly alike. Will April's eclipse have a path similar to the one that occurred in 2017? Although moving in the opposite direction and covering more ground, there are quite a few differences. I really don't care, guys. I'm sorry, I don't. There's nothing funny about a total eclipse of the heart, you know? Let's see what else we have here. Rare bird that found home in fountains of Bellagio pauses popular Vegas water show. Sounds terrible. Guy Ritchie, I don't really care. Woman 41 who died on a plane from Dominican seemed healthy before flight. Another sudden death, you know. It's normal now. 41, normal. Back to the Future actor Crispin Glover files restraining order against his ex. Crispin Glover, that's a guy, he was supposed to be like the greatest actor in history. When I was a kid, they were like, Crispin Glover is amazing. He's just an oddball. He never really did much beyond Back to the Future. I think he was in a few other things. Like I think he was in a couple of TV shows recently, if I may be mistaken. But let's see. Back to the Future actor. There he is. Crispin Glover. You know, he was very much like a weirdo when he did his, Back to the Future thing, you know? Okay, Biff. All right, Biff. Biff, don't do that, Biff. My son needs to play his guitar, Back to the Future style. Yeah, we have Chuck Berry. He's coming along, Biff. Biff, no, Biff, don't do that, Biff. Right? It's dead on. Just kidding. Texas mom arrested after drink given to son to prevent bullying. Sends student to the hospital. He had the... Kelly Osborne says she didn't know Slipknot's Sid Wilson liked her before they started dating. Is that this guy in the stupid mask? Over here? Let me see. That's a look right there, you know? There we go. Look at this. I'm going to wear my gas mask. She smells that bad? Really? You know, maybe you should take a hint. Wash your hiney butt. You know? Because he's got the gas mask on. He can't deal with the stench. Osborne, you know. Facts. Facts. She lost a lot of weight. Wait a second. That's her right there? Looks like her mom a little, actually. Yeah, doesn't she? Anyway, you know, that's what's going down in the world right now, you know. She's dating one of those weird apocalypse dudes. It's tomorrow. He's got the mask on. He's ready to go. Ooh, Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen rips pants on Parisian date with Haley Steinfeld. Cheeks out. Oh my God. Guys, that's an interesting one. Keisha Bars. I really don't know who that is. Anyway, let's see what else we have going on over here. Anything that we can laugh at. That Wendy Williams stuff is just horrible to see. Horrible. I can't get into that. Another Haley Steinfeld about the ripped pants? Cheeks out. They didn't have that part. They didn't leave that part in about the cheeks out. They should have. That was the best part of it. Gosh, there's nothing good in the news today. Look at this. This guy with his freaking belly out. What are we talking about over here? Gosh almighty. Where was the story, guys, the one I did about the Jurassic Park, dinosaur? Just like 2 days ago. I can't find it, though. I'm trying to drop it for you because it was funny. I was from France in that bit. Joy, I can't look at everything. Royal bride who made headlines for fainting at wedding is pregnant with her first child. Good for her. Yeah, I'm pretty much sure there's nothing good today in the news, guys. Okay, let's see what this is. Bear attacks Pennsylvania woman who shielded dog outside home. I honestly didn't think I was going to make it. Well, you tried to fight a bear. Look at this. She's like, I got him. I got the bear. I'm going to see if I can wrestle the bear down to the ground. A 55-year-old woman was played wrestling and got attacked and injured by a bear in Butler Township in Pennsylvania on Tuesday evening. The bear attacked victim Leanne Galante and her dog Smokey. Smokey! I don't give up, right? Smoke dog. You see what I'm talking about? You're there with Smoke Dog. And Smokey didn't step up. He was in the cage. He was shaking, Pigeon coop. He's afraid of Debo. Oh, Smokey. Debo, you got knocked up. Oh, no, man. Right? You're there all of a sudden. Craig, it's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do. Right? Roll it up. Galante's dog was not injured. But Galante was taken to Butler Memorial Hospital. Smokey got through it in the pigeon coop. Sometimes when you're hoping Smokey will take a little bit of the brunt, because you're like, look, I tried to protect you, Smoke Dog. Literally, Smoke Dog. There. And now you're fine. You're at home doing your blunt. You're smoking the blunt on the side. Smoke a roca, right? The bear attacked Mama. I have some Zoom meeting I'm supposed to do at 11 about information that's changed. This will not be recorded. Let's watch it together. I'm going to just watch it here on Zoom because that's what I'm going to do, all right? I'm here at the studio. Guys, she came up behind me. This is getting crazy. Joanne, did you hear that one? Came up behind her. Joanne! Are you going to wheeze through the whole news story? God almighty. you know? We try our best, and Joanne just destroys everything. She came up behind her. She pushed her down, face down, you know? And my face went smack right into our cement. Galante, the mother bear, and her 3 cubs. Then she got me by my back of the head, and she was pulling, like with her mouth. And she's pulling hard and thought I was going to get scalped, you know, because she was pulling with her freaking stupid teeth. She shared that she believes her dog, Smokey, distracted the mother bear with a blunt, allowing her to run into the home for survival while the bear got freaking wrecked with Smoke Dog, you know. She was ready to charge again, but then that smoke got her, you know what I mean? That was some high potency goodness. And after, that bear was kicking it on the back porch. Spoke to me, actually. Said, sorry about that, you know. I didn't know you guys had the good stuff. The mama bear started getting aggressive again because the smoke wore off. It's high potency, but not that high for a bear, you know. She was euthanized by Pennsylvania Game Commission, you know. That's a different type of herb. The 3 cubs are tranquilized and are currently being transported to be dropped off at an unknown location without their mother. Just leave them out there, unknown location. They're just like, you know what? Let's just toss these 3 bears out there and let them fend for themselves. They don't need a mama anymore. We euthanize the hell out of her. Maybe you should have rolled up another one first before you did the euthanization thing. What do you guys think? No? You're good with just going right to euthanize? It's like they have a protocol. It's a smoke first. If that don't work, you go with the euthanization, you know, and then you're done. Unfortunately, that poor bear right there, look, that was the bear. You see, that bear was looking at this little dandelion like, I'm freaking wrecked. I'm going to go over and I'm going to pick a fight with that dandelion, you know? Bob Marley playing in the background. Could there be love? Could this be love? Freaking bear goes over and makes like a baby, you know, with the dandelion. It's a dandelion cub. Don't worry, they euthanized the dandelion as well. So guys, you know, it's the first bear attack we've had in our area. It's a pretty rare accident or incident, said Butler Township Police Chief John Hayes. We get reports of bears quite often in the spring and the fall. I wouldn't say that we have a high concentration of bears, but they do come through and they'll scalp the freaking hell out of you. Just so you know, you're out there and you want to go and do like, hey, let's wrestle. Let's wrestle with the bear. You're wrestling? You got no scalp. I'm pulling on you. Just check it out. Mary Williams over here. What's her name again? I gotta find her name. Ann Galante. Lou Ann Galante. Leanne Galante. She knows. Oh, let's see what she had to say about it. Do we really have to? Imaginary. Guys, look at that dumb dog. That's my dog. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm screaming, you know, someone please help me. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. It was terrifying. I really thought that, you know, that was going to be it.
Tonight, for the first time, we're hearing from the local woman who
bear.
survived a bear attack. The terrifying encounter happened outside her home in Butler County. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Ken Rice.
And I'm Megan Schiller.
Thanks, Ken, for giving us the inside scoop about the bear mauling a woman who was trying to separate her dog, Smoke Dog, from the cubs. Guys, I feel bad for the lady, but she was just the topic of comedy here on the MarkinsPires show. Beaver Troopers. Hilly Billy. You're a funny guy, my brother. So we found one good one there, okay? Let's see what else we have here. Twilight star Cam Gidgegandy to be evicted from his home, allegedly owes $21,000 in back rent. How did that happen when you were in Twilight? Aren't you getting some residuals from that? You got some residual payments coming from that one at least, right? Love the sweater, by the way. Twilight star Cam Gidgegandy has been slapped and slammed with a lawsuit. Over unpaid rent, the actor is being sued by the owner of the home for allegedly failing to pay an agreed amount of money for the past 4 months. Just for you guys that are doing the math, that's $5,500 a month. Something, $5,250 a month. $5,250 a month. Both Gidgegandy and his estranged wife, Dominique Geisendorf, are named in the lawsuit. The owner of the property is suing the couple for unlawful detainer, claiming that they entered the residence lease for a Los Angeles property, which they now allegedly breached. Look at him. I do kind of remember. I never saw the movies, but I remember that face right there. I remember the sweater more. Right? Nice sweater. Seriously. Who the hell made that sweater? And why were you like, I'm going to wear that today? Right? Like you had a lot to choose from in the closet. You could have picked anything. You picked that freaking sweater. Like, I got to just question your, you have eyes. Are you colorblind? You could be colorblind. You're like, this is just blue. And you're wearing a blue sweater. I still think the design is a little weird, but you're doing it. You got I don't even know what the hell. This is like some sort of like pastelish sweater. It's going to match my eyes. Look, I'm trying to make my eyes pop. All right. Like I'm here popping eyes. All right. He's doing an eye popping thing. According to legal documents obtained by The Blast, that's a top, publication right there. The owner Mike is out. Gosh almighty, Joanne. Taking it out. Can I get this back on for the love of God, Joanne? When you tell a joke like that and no one hears it, how long was the mic out? You're in the process. And you got to wear that stupid sweater. Did you get the bit about him wearing it because he wanted his eyes to pop? Was the mic working for that at least? Because oh my goodness. I'm looking back now to see how long it's been off. Did you get the bit about his stupid eyes and trying to make him pop? Joanne, maybe if you stopped wheezing, you wouldn't reverberate the frequency of, a dead battery, So guys, bottom line, I was trying to tell you about this guy, Cam Gajikanen, is that he didn't pay his rent. And when you got a lease, you pay your lease, or else you get, retained and detained and you can't sustain. But you got to wear that sweater. That's like in the lease. That's why he's wearing it. No. 30 seconds? Well, then you at least got the bit about him figuring, he's in his room and he's like, I'm going to wear that one, right? Because that's just funny. Like you have a lot to choose from. You're there in your room. You got a closet. You got a bureau. There's plenty more than that sweater, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you had a lot to choose from. You chose the sweater. The suit claims that on August 25th, 2022, my anniversary, August 25th, Jegadigad and Geisendorf entered into a written residential lease for the property. The lease was for 1 year and thereafter became a month-to-month tenancy. Pursuant to the lease, the tenant's monthly rent obligation was $66.50, so I was off on that one. They breached the lease, in which they have failed to pay the entire rent for November through February. This means the couple owes a total of $21,000. Due to their failure to pay, the owner is seeking a repossession of the home. Oh, it's worth noting that Jigadigant and his wife Giesendorf are currently in the middle of a divorce. The couple has yet to respond to the lawsuit. I'm pretty sure that he's wearing the sweater, and he's like, oh, I'm good, I'm warm. I don't need a house, I got a stupid sweater. I actually want to call him and find out, where did you get that sweater? Do we have a phone here that I could try to give him a ring? Oh, okay, we can pretend. Old school. Cam. Yeah. No, this is Mark Pires. I'm the host of the longest running daily variety show on earth. It's called the MarkinsPires show. You've seen it. What? You're a huge fan? Cam. I had no idea that you're a humongous fan of the longest running daily variety show. But I'm proud to have you. You know, you should say hi and stop being a lurker. Are you lurking because of your stupid sweater? And you're like, I don't want people to know I'm here, so they remember, they do the connection of the sweater, and then it's you, and it's Cam, Yeah, no, I know. Look, I just wanted to figure out, where did you get that dumb sweater? Yeah, go find the receipt. Oh, I gotta go find the receipt. Cam, go find the freaking receipt. Keep your mind off the divorce for a few minutes, go do something else. You find the receipt, you see where you got it. Was this like a Bloomingdale's purchase? Did you get this from like a, one of those little boutique shops there in Los Angeles? I really gotta know, because I'm looking to get one myself. No, not to wear, to burn live on the air. Yeah, no, I thought it'd be pretty funny if I'll play the guitar to it. Instead of burning a guitar, doing the Jimi Hendrix to the guitar, I'm gonna burn your dumb sweater in effigy while I rock out. And we're gonna play the national anthem to it. Yeah. Because I would never do that to a guitar, Cam. Exactly, to your sweater, I would do it every day of the year. I was thinking about starting a bonfire event, that every day we start the bonfire with your stupid sweater. Cam, if I can't order in bulk, I don't want just the one. I'd like to order in bulk. I'm thinking I need at least 365, one per day. We do a bonfire. I got the guitar. We go up to that note. Yeah, nobody hits it. I'll hit it with the guitar. And the home of the stupid sweater. That's right. No, Cam, just text it over to me, okay? I don't have time. I'm on the air here. I'm doing a show. I'm in the process. We don't want to see an Elgato. I'm not really sure if that's happening, but we're just making sure we don't get an Elgato. Sometimes you get an Elgato, and that's no good either. You know the Elgato. Look, Cam, I can't explain everything to you, all right? All I know is that everybody in the chat right now, they're talking about your dumb sweater. They all want to know, where do they get one? They want to have, parties where they just have all their friends over to laugh at the sweater. And then they're going to look at a picture of you wearing it and be like, yeah, he wore it. No, that's on you, buddy. That's on you. Look, you could have worn anything that day. You could have picked anything out of your closet. You could have picked any other sweater. You chose that one. That's on you. Oh, your wardrobe specialist picked it? Cam, you should fire that wardrobe specialist. Who do you have as your wardrobe specialist anyway? Delilah Montgomery Smith? You're doing a Delilah Montgomery Smith. You gotta be kidding me. She was fired by Tom Cruise because he wore a stupid sweater. It's old news now, Cam. You're gonna want to check that one out. Tom Cruise fires his ensemble coordinator, Delilah Montgomery Smith. Yeah, then they wrote the song about her. That's right. Look, she's a special lady, Delilah, Hey there, Delilah. Yeah, it was a good one. Nobody wants to hire her. I'm surprised you took her. Yeah, just a side note, Cam. Sweater. You wore it. Delilah's to blame, Hey there, Delilah, could you pick me out a sweater? I want it to be the worst sweater that I've ever seen. I will wear it. Oh, yes, I will. No, I know, I just rewrote it. Those aren't the lyrics. But mine are better, I think, Hey there, Delilah, don't you think my sweater smells? Yeah, it's the worst thing I have seen. And if you see it, you will turn to stone, you will. It's like the Medusa of sweaters. Oh, yes, you're frozen, right? Oh, it's the sweater that will make you puke, right? I'm going to do it. I'm going to write that one for you, Cam. You can drive around when you wear your stupid sweater and you can listen to the song. Hey there, Delilah, I wore that sweater you gave to me. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. It's like the one your cousin gave you at Christmas. Oh. No, Cam, now I'm just vamping. I know, that one wasn't as good. But look, you know, we do our best here, Cam, on the MarkinsPires show to rewrite songs in the moment when you have that stupid sweater on. Yeah, tell Delilah, you know, like, look, don't send me out with the sweater. You know, give me something that's kind of making sense, that doesn't make me look like a complete moron. You know, because I'm here, a moron in it, and I got the sweater on. You're there. Hey there, Delilah. You know, you're listening to your song over and over. You know, I got to ask you one side note, Cam. How annoying is it that every time you see Delilah, she's listening to her song? Hey there, Delilah. And you're like, all right, I get it. Do you have a sweater I can wear, Delilah? Cam, gotta go. Look, I appreciate you though, pal. A lot of fun, doing a great job on that divorce. Pay the bill. You may want to do that. And burn the sweater. Oh, no, sorry. Send me the sweater. I may have to send it out to China, have them reproduce it, because you said you don't know where you got it at this point, right? You know, we're looking for solutions here, Cam. Looking for solutions. I'm thinking a bonfire a day, burn the sweater, you know, effigy, playing the Jimi Hendrix, you know, national anthem. It's the start to the show every day now. And we'll put the photo of you in the corner. How about that, with your stupid sweater? But it made your eyes, yeah, it did make your eyes pop. You're right about that. You nailed it, Cam. Good job. No, Cam, this is called sarcasm, you know? You know, you're an actor, you didn't even know what sarcasm is. You know, sometimes, Cam, you got to go back to school, you know? I think you should go back to the beginning. Go back to the top, your first class, first comedy class. You're holding the glass, you know, and it's an empty glass, and now you got a couple of ice cubes in that glass, and you're taking a drink from the glass. You wouldn't go like this with a glass. You grab a glass like this, right? And then you're drinking it. And you drop the glass and you wipe your mouth a little, right, Cam? You grab that glass again. A glass of water. I'm pouring the water on my head. Cam! That was class number 1. We just went back. We did it. You know, Lee Strasberg came. He wanted to meet you. He came back from the dead. He just wanted to see the sweater, you know. You think you're going to wear it, you know? Goodness. Anyway, look, I got to go, Cam. Yeah. No, we'll see you in the chat. I'm sure everybody's laughing at you right now. You're a goof. Yeah, you're a total goofball, I think. Yeah. No, I'll see you later. Thanks, Cam. Gosh almighty, guys, you know, I mean, sometimes when you're talking to a star, I always have to wonder if that stuff is funny or not. To me, it's hilarious, making a fake phone call to Cam about his dumb sweater. That is a terrible sweater. What a terrible sweater he's wearing. I love it. Is this ugly sweater day?
We're going out with the worst sweater we can find.
You win! We're giving you an award, pal. We're going to put you on the billboard. Stupid Sweater Day winner, Cam Nevishner, Givengnagd, Gigendad, whatever the frick his name is, Cam Dumb Sweater Guy. His eyes popped though, guys. His eyes popped. The new owner is demanding for restitution of the reality. So I guess that's basically it with his sweater. Look at that. He's sweatering it out. Look at that. They got a better photo of the sweater than I saw. Hold on. There it is. That's a better sweater. This one here, we're watching this one for the whole bit. This is the better sweater shot.
Look at me. I got a cool sweater.
Who told you it was cool? Delilah did? You know, it's unbelievable. Hey there, Delilah, I got your stupid sweater on again, and all candy cane in my pocket. Yeah, it's never the same. Oh, goodness. Like those colors, right? I'm going to go with blue, pink, orange, light blue, and white. I'm throwing it all on there. What? Yeah, I'll throw a candy cane in my pocket. Unreal, right? That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing, Jerry, right? So what else do we have here? We got to have at least one more story here, right, guys? One more comedy news story for you. Mark Wahlberg's brother Donnie spent $500K to help him launch career. Was going nowhere fast. That's interesting. I want to hear about that. While Mark Wahlberg is a bona fide movie star, bona fide, whatever you want to say, you know, it wasn't always that way. Donnie Wahlberg, 54, said this week he invested around $500K in his younger brother, 52, in the early 90s in an effort to help launch his music career and help keep him out of the streets. The New Kids on the Block alum told SiriusXM's Andy Cohen Live that the band determined to help my brother, stay out of the streets because his life was going nowhere fast. And he was in good shape, and he'd come out of the shows and fans would be like, oh my God, he's cute. Oh my God, he's cute. Make that kid famous. Donnie explained that he also co-wrote Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch's first album to prove he was more than a boy bander and could write songs. We became really successful, Donnie said of the New Kids on the Block. So we got much criticism for being, false. We were false. We couldn't write songs. We can't do anything. We were just a hip hop fan. Anyway, Donnie helped him. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Oh, that's Donnie on the right. There's Marky Mark. It's funny, but Donnie there, Marky Mark looks more like Donnie there than he does Donnie now. I don't know what I'm saying. But that looks like Marky Mark. They actually look a lot alike, I guess you would say. Let's see. Little People, Big World. I can't. I just can't. They're making this that's what people are watching? People who dated pathological liars are sharing the big fat lies they caught their partner in. It's kind of okay, we got to read this. Right? Oh, goodness. We recently asked members of the BuzzFeed community. Guys, we've gotten some really good ones from the BuzzFeed community. I'm almost thinking we should open up BuzzFeed community because I never looked on BuzzFeed community before. But we get all these stories from them. Yeah, see, look, we're going to do that maybe tomorrow for tomorrow's comedy news, for Friday morning comedy news at 9 a.m. Here we go. Dated pathological liars, and they tell us the wildest secrets they caught their partner in. The answers were more jarring than I could prepare for. Here are the biggest lies. 1, I married a pathological liar and narcissist. First, he told me he was in the Navy when he was younger and had PTSD from being overseas. He would have dramatic nightmares and even as far as trying to get a service dog for his hypervigilance. Ultimately found out he was in basic for 27 days and discharged for lying on his medical form. He also told me he was raised by his grandparents in Germany until he was 8, even when confronted with evidence that he was in fact living with them in Florida the whole time. He refused to change his story. I could go on and on about the lies he would never admit to, but no one has time to read an epic like that. Thankfully, my son and I escaped the marriage, and he's now in jail for pretending to be a firearms instructor, even though he's not even allowed to own firearms. This is mental, right? My ex-boyfriend told me he went to University of Colorado, but he came home to California after his freshman year. His story was that he went hiking in the mountains with his best friend and roommate. While they were out there, his best friend fell and broke his leg. Stranded in the snow, my ex went to get help. When they returned, his roommate had frozen to death. Overcome by trauma and grief, he decided to come home to California to be close to family, began attending local community college to fill the gaps in transfer credits. I felt so bad for him and actually teared up when he told me the story. About a year later, when we were with his family, I mentioned something about how he had this horrible experience in Colorado. His sister looked at me and said, "What? He's never been to Colorado." I looked at him and he pulled me aside, obviously flustered, and he told me he would talk to me about it later and not to mention Colorado again. When later came, I asked him about it and he revealed that he lied and he never went to school in Colorado. When asked why, he told me that he did so thinking I wouldn't think he was a loser for attending a local community college. I was shocked. This one just gets the wild stories he told me. So wait a second. That is weird. He saw a friend who was freezing in the snow, went and got help, came back, the guy was frozen to death. That's how you sell your I went to Colorado story? How about I went to Colorado and it didn't work out, I came back to California. I don't even understand why lying about that at all, but anyway, Mucha Lucha said that. He encouraged me to plan, this is number 3. He encouraged me to plan an elaborate vacation, his treat. We went to Key West, no expense spared. It was beautiful. A few weeks after we got back, I found out he didn't actually have a job. He was getting dressed each morning and doing who knows what. He had been living on my half of the rent money for months and not actually paying the rent. From there, I found out many, many additional lies, all more psychotic than the last. I broke up with him, he disappeared and left with my thousands on unpaid rent bills. The following month, I found paperwork in his desk claiming that someone had opened a fraudulent credit card case in his name. All massive charges were from, you guessed it, Key West. Wow. My ex and I had been together for years before this happened. Around tax time, he told me he had a little cousin who would be able to claim this year. I didn't think anything of it. 3 months later, I find a little letter saying that a 6-month-old cousin is really his child. He tried to lie and say it was his other cousin's baby and not his baby. Oh, goodness. I don't even know. These are all stupid stories, guys. I can't. There's nothing funny about people lying. It's just funny about stupid people doing stupid things, you know, like throwing Christmas trees. Look at this. An SA. Charlie Sheen exited Dancing with the Stars after one day of rehearsal. Had to go and get a friggin' line. Right? I think we got enough, guys. Renee Graziano. I thought he was going to say Graziosi.
Hey guys, Dean Graziosi. I'm here with another tip for you.
Ugh. Ooh. Tiffany Thiessen. What happened to the Amber? She got rid of the Amber? Tiffany Amber Thiessen's famous ex-boyfriend admits he couldn't handle her steamy scenes on 90210. Who's the... She was Kelly Kapowski, remember that? Brian Austin Green. Oh my goodness, Brian Austin Green was dating her back then? Wow. That guy's like, he dated Tiffany Amber Thiessen, married, I think, to the wackadoo chick, Megan Fox. He's doing something right, you know, or wrong, because he can't stick with them, but he's landing them. Wow. Dakota Johnson, Retta Moreno. I think we got enough here, guys, right? Yeah, we got enough here. I think we got 2 good stories. Everything else is eh. So. Oh, yeah, I got my Zoom. Shoot. I got to go. All right, guys. I will see you a little later. Thank you for reminding me about the Zoom. My goodness, time goes by so quickly. Where are we? Don't forget, guys, at noon, the Cancel Tour. This is the link. I'll give it to you one more time. This is such a powerful song about being canceled, demonetized, or censored by YouTube. I hope you guys will join me for that. And it's just in 45 minutes. And I'm going to say goodbye to you. If I could find the link. Where are we? I don't know why this is saying the wrong thing here. Whatever. Let's just refresh. Because I changed the title, and it's saying the wrong title up there. No, that's right. Awesome, guys. You're amazing. I will be back later for more, so don't miss it. And 12 o'clock, be there for that song. It's only 3 minutes long, 3.5 minutes long. Barilla, Harvey, a.k.a. Viper, Jerry Hayes, Main Girl, Modoc Roughstock, Renee Woods, and Trish Killian. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here with me. I very much hope to see you later on when we do this all over again, which is going to be at, I don't know what time that's going to be, but we'll figure it out. Joanne, you took me off the screen. I'm in the process. Until later. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Where's the outro? Somewhere. Zooming it. I'm going to hit that up right now. Oh, thank you, Jerry. I'm so happy you guys are here. Every day, this is what we do. No politics, just find some funny stories to laugh at and connect for a little while. And then we're back for music every night after 9. You got to go away.